And what is your full name?
My full name is Betty Lee Dennis.
Now, I think either my mother or I used to, or maybe Uncle Sonny used to say that I guess when they were kids, they were still lived in the house with the grandparents. Was that building still around? Was their house still around when you was a little girl?
My oldest sister and my oldest brother lived in the family home, and it was a 2-story house. And then I'm assuming that my father built a house next door, and that was a 2-room house. And my youngest brother was born while we were still, there was 9 of us with my youngest brother Howard, and we were still living in that 2-room house when my father built a bigger house because the family was growing and it wasn't enough space, but it was 2 rooms with 9 plus my mother and father, which meant 11 kids in one house. This is the house that was right next door to us. No, our 2-room house had 2 rooms. That's it.
Okay.
No upstairs. See, that's. I think I've never seen this before.
Is that, you think that's a picture of? Is that Lily and George Hayes' house?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was wondering. I was just wanting to verify that's the house.
Yes, I think yes. Now see this right here. Where you get these from?
Okay, Daddy. So that picture there, is that a picture of Lily Hayes and George Hayes' original house?
Looking at this picture, that house right there was the house that my mother and father lived in with his mother and his father. That's the house that my first 2 or 3 siblings was lived in. This is a good surprise for me to see this. That is my oldest brother, and I have no idea who that youngest, that little person on the ground is.
So Betty, so I know, my mom used to always talk about going to a little 2-room or 1-room schoolhouse. I finally found a picture, so can you tell us what was it like? Because I think my mother was in that picture with you. Can you talk about it?
This is the schoolhouse that I went to. This is the front steps of the school. The teacher is all the way in the back, and all of the black kids in my neighborhood went to this one school. And the picture that I have here, these are all the kids that were in this area that went to that school. And it was a 2-room school. 1 room was for the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade kids. And the other one was for the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And this is...
What year was that, you think?
Oh, I can't figure that out in my head right now.
So
but I was in the 6th grade, and then in the 7th I went to the high school. Now, sad to say, the majority of my classmates on this picture has passed away. But I still remember all of them. I don't remember what grade this is, but yes, my sister and my brother we all went to this school. This was the only school that was available for us to go to at that time.
What's the name of the school? Do you remember?
The only thing that that I can remember is we just called it Skidmore School, which was the name of the neighborhood, Skidmore, Maryland. They have since changed the area to Annapolis, Maryland, but to me, it's still Skidmore, Maryland.
It's still listed on the map.
Oh, definitely, it is still on the map. And when someone tell me that they have never heard of Skidmore, I always proudly tell them, good look on the map. Good look on the map.
Thank you for sitting down with us today. What is your name?
Annapolis.
Okay. So what do you remember about grade school in Skidmore? Did you have a lot of homework? Or?
No, we don't. That's we don't. A little bit.
Did y'all have nice teachers?
I forget what their name was, but they was nice to us. They was nice.
Were they strict?
Yeah, do your homework.
If somebody didn't do their homework, what would happen?
I don't know. Punish, I guess. I don't know what happened to them. They ain't do the homework. They usually did it. The homework. There's some children been after school, 'cause I think they liked the teacher.
Oh.
And they bought her apple, put on the desk, and she was happy.
Hold your hand down from your mouth. Did y'all used to bring your lunch to school, or did they fed you at the school?
We bought lunch to school.
What did your mother used to pack the lunch in the morning?
Yeah, all night.
So your mother did it for you, or did the children do it there?
No, I guess she did. I guess she did. I don't know.
I was wondering, what was your bathrooms like at the school?
Did you have an outhouse?
Huh?
Was it an outhouse to go bathroom at your
Yeah,
two-room school?
on the, they had the outhouse. You go outside and go, they had a toilet back there. You go, I don't know, somewhere. You had that. But you couldn't go into school. It wasn't no bathroom in the school.
Wasn't bathroom in school. So you had two rooms. One room.
This picture right here is very, very laughable. This is me and my sister. I do not recall this picture at all. And it is such a pleasure to see this and to have this that I'm definitely going to make a picture of this, because at least I can tack it on my wall. I can't even imagine how old we were at this time. It looks like we maybe 12, 13. I don't know. I believe that the dresses that we are wearing was made by my mother, because we couldn't afford to go out and buy a dress. So it looks like she made the dress, because she did do a lot of sewing for us.
Okay.
So that's nice.
All right. Cut.
This is a picture of me, my sister, and my brother. I have no idea why we are dressed. I have no idea where we're going or where we're coming from. I guess there's a lot of things that throughout the years that I have forgotten or don't recall. But it's good to see these pictures.
Okay. Okay.
This picture is a picture of all of my brothers and sisters except one. She moved and she's living in a different area. So these are my siblings. The back row, my oldest sister. We're by age. My sister at the behind is the Jeanette Johnson, and then my brother James Hayes. And I really, really believe that that car belongs to him. And then my sister Annie Watts. And then my brother, he was the cool one. His name is Oliver Hayes. And he used to work for G.C. Murphy, downtown Annapolis. He worked there for many years. And then my sister Rose, with her arms folded down in the front. And then that's me. And then next to that is my youngest sister, Elaine Wooten. But I think at the time this picture was taken, she was still a Hayes. And this is my youngest brother. And his name is Howard Hayes. And right now, he's quite sick. And we all praying for him every day. I have lost 2 of my brothers, 3 of my sisters. And every once in a while, me, my sister Annie, which is the 3rd one in the back, she's still alive, and my youngest brother in the front.
You want to turn it around? Just show us a picture.
In the front, on my right, he's still alive. And I get to see my brother every so often. He lives 50 miles away right now, and we don't get to see each other very often.
Okay. All right. Cut.
Sonny, me, all of them. That's Rose, that's better. It's Elaine and
What's your fondest memory of growing up?
Yeah, I don't know,
You didn't have no fond memories growing up?
I was
Did you have a rough childhood?
No, the would be weird. Do what they said, do it, and that's it. if shut, stop calling each one names. They were calling names and all that. All of us should do that.
So kids were seen and not heard when you were growing up?
They were what?
Seen and not heard. You couldn't do a lot of
We
talking.
could talk. We talk and play. You ain't got nowhere. Could go burn yourself nowhere. Stay home. You got there all this land and play on this land. Stay on the land. You had to stay home all the time. Couldn't go next door, nothing.
All right. Action.
I want you to take a look at this.
That was me.
Do you know how old you were on that picture?
Oh, I think I was going to high school then.
Where were you going?
Her Bates, what? I thought that was on the front porch outside. So, as wait to talking to us, saying goodbye to somebody.
We used to raise pigs. And what you see on this picture is during killing time. And they would kill the pig and gut them. And they would have a tub of scalding water where they would take the hair off the pig, and this is where they would hang up, and they would take out the kidneys and whatever was inside the pig. Now, there was a lot of things inside this pig, plus people took a lot of stuff from the head. But my mother, she was from the city, and she didn't touch the head. Whatever was in the head stayed in the head. And far as children's, never had children's in my life, because she wouldn't touch them. They were always given to someone else.
So, this what do you see on that picture?
What is that?
I think that are hogs. Is that hogs there? That Uncle Sonny?
Pigs, but
Pig?
they was killed in Trump or something.
Did y'all raise pigs?
Daddy had pigs.
Okay.
This is a horse that my father owned with someone else in the neighborhood, and this is what he would. Back then, it was to plow up the grounds for the garden, and this is the horse that they had. And I think if you may not be able to see, but there's a barn over here. But back over here, there's a barn that the horse stayed in. And then we also had a chicken house. And where my father had the chickens and the eggs that we had. We were so poor that we really, the eggs was in the garden is what we survived mostly from. You know, we went to the woods to cut down trees for heat in the house. We had a pump in the yard for water. And thinking back, I guess we were lucky. You know, we had land to run and play, and that was it.
Another thing about when I was growing up, you know, especially when living in the trailer still down there, you know, it was always the family cookouts, always getting together. Is that something like Granddaddy?
It was
always
if it wasn't for Granddaddy, that would not happen. He was the one that, because he was a person. He enjoyed going to people's houses. He enjoyed giving and doing things for people. He made us work in the garden and grow tomatoes, green beans. I remember potatoes. And he would always go through the neighborhood and give people some of what he had grown. And he was a person that always, he liked to get crabs and to bring the family together. He was just I would say a nice person. We didn't have much, but he always gave the neighbors the garden, whatever he could raise out of the garden. I remember he raised strawberries, and we had to pick strawberries and go out on Route 50 and sell these strawberries. And at the end of the picking season, when there was little left, he would say, "You all can have it, and whatever money you make, you keep."
Wow. All right, I think that's a wrap.